Hi, good evening. I'm back. I'm Jill, Copycat Crafts by Jill, and I think this is going to be part 8. I know it's going on way longer than any of us thought, but I hope you're at least enjoying the end result of each video. I know I'm enjoying making it, but that's just me. um, this is what we're copycatting, and just to show you what we're going to be working on tonight is this page. It's going to be a tablet with a little pocket on the bottom, just enough to tuck the bottom of the tablet in. This one slides in and out, but the tablet that we're going to make won't slide in and out. We're going to put little Velcro dots in this one. So I have them here, little Velcro dots. You certainly can do a slide in one. You just put a belly band up across the top and make sure you have a piece in the back of the tablet that can slide behind the belly band to hold the tablet in place. But I wanted to do a Velcro one again because I did one in one of my other journals or lap books and really enjoyed it. What else we're going to need? Well, you're going to need a notch punch. You're going to need a corner rounder if you round the corners. You're going to need a pencil. You're going to need a ruler. This one is the Tim Holtz ruler. I really like it. It's easy. It helps you to find center really easy. But the part I really like the most is this metal. It actually has I don't know if you can see it. It has a little metal dowel that runs along here so that you can cut with a straight edge or straight knife or box knife or craft knife and not ruin your plastic ruler. So I really like that about this birthday gift. Anyway, some distress ink if you're inking, and some inks for coffee staining or like, staining if you're putting coffee marks on it. So coarse glue, but I'll show you in here what page it would be. We didn't glue anything together yet, so this is our flap, which is not glued, and this opens, and I did a tiny bit of decorating on this, very little, and I did a tiny bit of decorating on this, very little. Put in a little tag there with a little number on it, so put that in. Put in a little number 9, which I only stapled on this little piece. I didn't staple through the pocket, and then I glued it on, so it's not going anywhere. But that's what we did with that, which goes this way. This is the one we're going to be working on right here. So I have it marked as number 2 because I have this as number 1, so that's number 2. So we're going to get the rest of this out of the way so we don't mar it up, ruin it. Let's just get that out of the way. Okay, number 2. Now, the first thing is, let me protect my little thing, or I'll have that all ruined. Okay. As the other 1 or 2 videos, I worked ahead a little bit so that I don't have to bore you to death with a very long video. And I will walk you through everything that I've done so that you know what we're doing. This is my background paper, and I did pick a piece of lightweight cardstock that I had printed on, just because this is going to be the tablet side of it, and although you can take the tablet off, I just thought it would be nice to have a little bit of a sturdier back, so that's going to be glued down. You don't want to glue it down immediately because I don't know if you can see. Let me point it out. But I put a mark here and a mark here. And the reason I put a mark there is because I am going to take my straight edge or box cutter and put a slit in there. Why? Well, that's where I'm going to put the pencil holder. In this particular copycat, I cannot put the pencils like I did on my bigger one. It's just too small. So I still wanted to put a pencil in, and it's going to go in here like that, and this piece, when I slit this, is going to slide in there and be hidden. So this will be here, and then our pencil, which will be shorter, will fit in here. And I made it tight enough that it doesn't fall out. So I'm going to show you how I made that right now. And this is how I made it. I cut a piece of paper. You can make it as high or as wide as you want. It doesn't really, as long as it wouldn't go too much bigger than this, but it would depend on how big your lap book is. If it's even smaller than this, I would go this size or smaller. But this piece that I'm showing you here is 2 and almost 3/4 by 1 and 7/8. So 1 and 7/8. There is no magic measurement. So don't even go by that. But what I did was I took my piece of paper, put any old pencil that is going to be the same size or that you're going to be using, and I curled the paper around it and met the paper fairly kind of even. It does not have to be. Then I slowly, using my nail or the tip of your finger, and just sort of kept creasing the piece of paper. Then I would turn it and crease the piece of paper on this side. You just keep creasing the piece of paper around the pencil so that it's fairly tight, but it does move, but it's still fairly snug. And you just keep doing that. Once you're sure that you really kind of have, that it meets like that, the pencil's not falling out, then you can pull the pencil out. And when you open it, you can kind of close it and you see where it meets. Where it meets, you do not want to get glue, but you want to get a line of glue beyond that. So I'm just going to do this one. If you ink, you're going to want to ink it before, but if you forget, it's not too big of a deal. Can be done. It's not impossible. Okay, so you want to get your glue right up to that crease you made, but not... You don't want to go crazy with the glue. Then you want to close it pretty much where you had it with the creases. You should be able to feel and see the creases. Kind of keep it rounded a little bit. As it's drying, you might want to stick your pencil back in there just to make sure that... Now this is where you don't want to use a really good pencil, because I had gotten 3-in-1 glue on the pencil, and it does take off the color, and it does mar the pencil. But so you definitely don't want to use the pencil that you want to send or put in your book. Anyway, you just want to keep it until you're sure that that the glue really grabbed. As you can see, the pencil's not going anywhere, it's not falling out, and yet it is easy to move. And now you have it. That's what I have here. however big this is how big you want to make your slit, and no bigger. But because it's only paper or thin cardstock, we want to really support that slit and make it much more sturdier, which is where we have we want to keep any of the priority envelopes that are made of that really durable material. This one was an express mail from Priority Mail Express. If you get anything delivered in a Priority Mail envelope that is made of this, I don't know, I always want to call it V-Tech, but that's not it. And that is what we're going to be gluing on the back. You only want to cut it, you know, 1/4 inch or so bigger, 1/2 inch bigger. And you don't want to bring it all the way to the side, to the edge, because I really want my glue to go there, and I really want that to be stuck down. So you want to make sure you leave enough room for your glue, while you know for sure that where you slit it is going to be through here. So I guess, and obviously I did cut my paper to put down. I don't know if you're working, what size you're working on, but this is 6 by 8 and 7/8. Yeah. Yep, said that right. Okay, so let me find my mark again. It's from here to here, so I'm going to flip this around. I just want to mark kind of where it doesn't have to be perfect, so I'm not cutting. I just want to know about, so that I know where to glue this. And again, want to keep it away from the edge. Give me room. Give yourself room for the glue. So that's what we're going to do. And I think I will glue the lighter side down so that no one sees the darker print. So, all right, and because this is kind of slippery and shiny, it does take a couple minutes to grab. So if you have something, you know, with a little weight to it to put down on this. I did have my bacon weight, but right now I have it for something else. So we're just going to take, what are we going to take? Just want to make sure it doesn't come popping up on me. I'm going to just put my glue bottle on it. And my other glue bottle on it. Okay. We're just going to give that a few minutes. Now, while that's drying, I've already made my pocket for at the bottom, and I already put ink on it, distressed it. I'm not going to cut the edges because for me, if they're flat, it's easier for the glue to hold it. Once I cut it, there's always that awkward, where do I put the glue around the curve? It's a whole overthinking thing, so I leave the edges straight on that. So I already have that done. The part while that's gluing that I kind of really want to explain is how I made, here's the paper that I'm going to use as my tablet. It's just a variety of pages, coffee dyed, and pretty much all coffee dyed. So this is going to go over it. Now, as you can see, I do have so probably less than 1/4 inch, but I do have a little bit of a spine there. So I cut my piece of paper 2 and 2 inches and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my goodness, I should have known that. By 5 1/8. So it was that was still completely square. Completely there like that. But that's where I used my notcher. So that was on, and I decided how big I wanted my little tab, and then I made a notch punch. Then took my handy dandy new ruler, I put it there, and I cut off this piece. Then I folded it in half. Well, I did not fold it in half. I checked for where my center was. Let me spin it around. Once I found where the center was, I went 1/8 on each side. And I scored it 1/8 on each side. So I marked my center, then I put it on my scoreboard, and from the center line I went over 1 notch, scored, and then from the center line I went over 1 notch from the opposite side and made a score so that I'd have a little bit of a spine. Again, I rounded the corners here and here. I'm not rounding the corners in the back. And that will get put on here. Then I am going to punch the holes, and I'm going to put these large brads in. Now I did dip them. I dipped them on in my darkest espresso. They had sort of fake rust on them, and then I wanted them darker, and I just dabbed them on. But they've been drying for quite a while, and they still feel a little, just a hint sticky, but it is what it is. Throw this away. Okay, so I got all my papers in order, and I put them to be held with these clamps so that I can put the top on. And I'm not sure if I want to just move this up. Oh, no, wait, that wasn't very smart. So I made this so that I had only a hair wiggle room, and that is right. So maybe I'll just put that on. No, that's, I think I want to, there we go. There we go. Just trying to see. I can, now I want to put it in, well, I don't want to put it in yet because I want to make sure that when I do put this down, I leave the room for the pencil, which is going to go, hope I'm in frame, which is going to go on the side of the tablet. So where did I do it? So that should go like that, but very close. The spine there is going to give you plenty of room to close it. But this is where I want the pencil. I can't get it in there with this, but so just wanted to make sure we have, this looks like it needs to just go up a little bit. Okay. And I don't want to pack it too full. And the reason why I want to use the brads is so that if you want to swap out paper, add more, take some out, the brads are going to come right through, and just be bent on the back. All you have to do is take out the brads and you can change out the paper. Now, before we glue this down, we have to do the cut. So that should be, that's probably the hardest part, and that's not hard. We can do this. We've done it in other projects. So all we need is to know, okay, from here to here, I'll have to erase the, we're going to get our handy dandy. I hope this one's sharp enough. No, it never fails when you want it super sharp. Let's see, where is it? Okay. Now wait. I don't want to. I better make that mark a little darker. Because that's right where I put my stamp with my dark color. Okay, I'm sorry if I get my hair or my head. Where's the light? There's the light. Okay. Whoop. I'm just trying to back it up there. Alright, we're just gonna go for it. Why did that do that? Just go for it. As long as I know where to stop. How can I not know where to stop? Okay, right here. Alright, just going for it. Not much. There. Okay, we'll see if that's long enough. This is what I meant. I might have to, no, oh, yep, a hair more, just a hair. Okay, I'm gonna go up here a hair more. Okay, let's see if that did it. Put this in. Did I not get it through? Guess I did not. Let's just open that. Oh, yep. Open it a hair. I don't want to, rather have it be a tiny bit tight. Like that. Okay, now that we got that in, we're going to glue it to this side. So, I just want to keep it round. So I'm going to put my pencil back in to keep it round. Flip it over. Whoop. Get my paperweight. And we're going to glue. Okay. So just gonna, any of the glue that squirted out, we're just gonna rub off. But we want to keep it in, but we want to make sure, there's our tablet. Let's put that in. We want to make sure that we're going to have enough room when we glue our paper down, and it looks like we will. Looks like we will. Okay, so that's good. We can even move it a hair in. The closer you can get it in, I think the neater it looks. So we'll just, yep, there it is. Whoop. Okay, seeped out over on that side, which is fine. We'll have to glue that down anyway. All right, let's make a little room. Let's put that away before we cut ourselves and bring out our paper. Okay, so this is where we want it. Make sure you check. It's going to open like this and like that. So we're going to make sure we have it where we want it. And just to be on the safe side, I'm going to leave the pencil in there. I cut this paper extremely close all the way around, so that's going to be a little bit of a challenge to make sure that I'm not sticking out somewhere. So here we go. Just going to put a little extra glue right around the thing. Hope I'm not out of frame. Guess I tend to roam and wander. Okay, I want to make sure we get right close to the edge. Get enough glue on there, and yet get it on here fast enough that it's not dry before we put it down. Because this glue dries fast. Okay. I don't think this is coming up. So I hope you like it where we end up with it, because it's not coming up. Alright. See here? Alright, I think that looks pretty good. Put the glue over here. Let me get my brayer. Sorry for my arm. Sorry. Didn't think that through. Alright. Alright, we can pull that out. Feel for any glue seepage. Feel some. I feel some. So we rub it off. I do like that about the glue. It rubs off. Let me just get my finger over here. Make sure that edge is glued down. Right around the pencil holder. I think that's looking pretty good. Let's triple, quadruple check. Pencil holder doesn't fall out. Okay. All right, that's pretty good. So now we're going to take the pocket. Just double checking. You can put a notch in it if you want. I'm not, because mainly it's just for the bottoms of the paper if you want to put the bottoms of the paper in. So I don't want to put a lot of glue, and I don't want to use that glue. I'll use this glue. I think this one spreads a little less, and I'm able to put a thinner line, because that really is not my... I like to put a thick enough line that I feel like it won't pop off when you go to use it. So I'm not one to put like a line that looks like a hair. Nope. No, I'm always worried the pocket's gonna just click right off, and I don't want that. Okay, so I have this pocket that it does fit from basically end to end. So just tap it down gently at first. I'm gonna really lay into that. I'm just gonna gently do that, and then we're on to the tablet. Okay. All right, we are moving right along. I just wanted to, I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know why that seems like it's not perfectly lined on the bottom. So what I might do is put my holes in the top, then put it on the tablet and do the rest of the holes straight through. Let's see if this is a failed plan or not. Let's move this out of the way. And let's see if we can figure out where we want do we want the, okay, so that is actually center, right? A half, one, half, one, yep, that's center this way. So we're going to come down a little bit more, probably right around here. I probably should have squared this. That way I could square by the lines here. All right, I think I want, let's see, an inch, and then a half and a half. Yep, I think that looks good. So I'm going to put a mark there and a mark here. Then I'm going to bring over this. Now that's the, is that the little, that's the little hole. I don't know, let's do the little hole first. This is usually where things go wrong because I don't know how people see. I'm trying to think. I'm just going to make this mark a little darker, but I truly don't know how people see. Other people, look at this thing. I can't see anything. I can't see. It's probably why I end up just using my pokey tool, which is probably what I'll just end up doing before. I'll use this for when I have to go through all the pieces, but the original, I'm just going to use my little pokey tool. And so that's what I'm doing. 1 and 2. All right, should have did that. Could have saved us some time. Make this one a tiny bit bigger so that I can, yep. Okay, so I want the bottom lined up. Put this. Okay. Maybe I will. Hard little things here. All right. All right, there we go. So now we put the front on where we decide we want it. look about even? Well, I'm just gonna screw that just a hair. Okay. And I don't want to pull it down too. Okay. All right, now we're going to try it again. This ought to be real funny. Still have to do the back of that other part, but why do I struggle with these? I should have got the hand one out. Could have just used the hand one. Oh, I know why, because I have to go through so many pieces, that's why. Alright. Who knew it would be such a challenge? Challenge. Alright. I hope these are dry. They feel dry. I think. Where's my pokey tool? Pokey tool goes straight to the back. Alright, so then a pencil should, right? I should have marked it. No. I was playing around. Should have marked it, but I didn't. Alright, I'm just trying to get the same amount on both sides, and that looks pretty good. I don't know if my pokey tool. Oop, I don't know if I'm in all the way. Yes. Yes, I am. I'm going to go from this side and just do my pokey tool. Also, I am going to put a whole reinforcer in the back. So grab this, and that just helps. You won't see it. I'm going to put it on the inside. And I just feel it gives a little bit of extra support. That's what we're doing. All right. Have to make this a little bit bigger because I'm using the bigger brads. Whoop, I think it's still got to be bigger. But I don't want to shove my pencil all the way through it. Perfect. Whoops, let's grab the other one. Perfect. Okay. Put that in. Put that in. Oh, gotta make these bigger. Let's see if that's big enough. Not sure. It should be. And there we go. Turn it a little bit and flatten. No, can't turn that too much. Turn it and flatten it. Okay. Now we're going to put the Velcro on the back. So I have the little ones, the tiny little ones, and now I forget where I put them. Right over here. And I have both sides here. So I'm going to get out my scissors. And I think I would like to do perhaps 4. Rather have too many than not enough. Okay, so we're going to use 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The rest can go back. I like to cut them apart. I really like using the Velcro dots. Now these are not super strong. They do have the bigger ones, and I have the bigger ones, but okay, should we put the solid white on the back of this, or the clear? I think we're going to put the white on the back of the tablet. Okay, so pull off that, and I like to use just a tiny bit of this. I don't know, maybe it doesn't do anything. I don't know. Oh, wait, having a hard time here. Okay, I'm doing one right in the corner. Oh, that's why. It gives you wiggle room. Okay, gives you wiggle room. Now we know. I'm gonna try and put one on each corner, and then okay, did I put the white side? I think I put the white side on. It'd help if I paid attention to myself. Okay, so now we know. Gives you wiggle room to, if you put a little extra glue on, a little bit. Okay, we're going to put one in each corner. Give them a little time. What did I say? Oh, got a little piece of dirt there. Okay, white. Okay. Alright, still got it there. Alright. I don't know if I should go there or up here. Up here. We're doing up here. Okay. Okay, sorry about that. My video stopped because my phone said I was out of room, which no surprise to me. So I had to delete a lot of videos, which is okay. That's fine. All right, we're just going to give them a little time. And then we're going to get them glued down. And then we will be done with this page. Just want to check it's a different pencil. Whoop. I want the pencil in there because I want to put that up. I want to give the room, give the pencil a little bit of room. I want to put that up pretty high. Yep. Yep, I think that will look pretty nice. Of course, it's not decorated. That's okay. And we know we're going to put a dab of the glue so that we do have a little bit of a couple seconds to shimmy this if we need to, but not a big enough dab that it will squirt out. Okay, maybe. Now that I look at my dabs, maybe. Alright, I'm just going to pull it a little bit closer to me here so that I can kind of see. Oh, was my hair in the way? Sorry. Okay. We are pressing. We are pressing. Okay. Just want to make sure that I have it on straight. I may even just pull it up a hair. Yep. And then I just want to give it a little time to dry. I'm gonna put my just sticking my metal ruler up so that I can press my metal ruler on those little areas so that they catch. But I want to really let them set because I don't want to pull the dot off and end up ripping the paper. So there it is. Then this can be put in the pocket so that the paper doesn't flap around. Oh, got the little. Or you can let it out. It doesn't hurt to let it out. I just put it in there so it doesn't flap around. And there we are. We are done. Oh, there it is. All right. Done with number 8. Thanks for watching and stay creative. Hugs.